I'm Dafna, and welcome to our Balancing Vinyasa Flow. In this class, we will be working on all things balance. It's open to pretty much all levels. If you are just starting out your journey, feel free to grab a block, have it near you. I'll kind of cue when you can use it, but just feel free to use it whenever you need it. And we'll get started. So we are starting off in Virasana or Vajrasana, which is basically just sitting on your shins. And you can grab a block. If it is unbearable for you, you can place the block right between your shins, just like this. So it's basically like you're framing the long side of the block, and then pretty much you're just seated here on the block. If that's not enough, again, you can grab another block. Otherwise, feel free to sit in just a cross-legged position. That's totally fine. We'll bring our hands to our knees. If you need some more energy today and you're just feeling a little lethargic and just tired, you can have your palms facing up. If you need to ground down and just find that extra space, you can allow your palms to face down. And we'll just gently shut off our eyes, taking a deep inhale through the nose, sighing it out. We'll do one more just like that. Inhaling through the nose and sighing it out. Gently sealing off the lips, breathing only through the nose. Just releasing any tension in the face. If you're familiar with Ujjayi breath, you're more than welcome to start to constrict the back of the throat, turning on that heating breath, turning on that inner fire, and allowing that breath to guide the mind away from anything that might be kind of sitting with us, anything that might be bothering us or just on our minds. Creating space between each thought pattern, creating space in both the body and the mind itself. Releasing any tension in the forehead, releasing any tension in the eyes, and allowing them to kind of fall back into their sockets, and allowing that little area between the two jaws to open up. Keeping the sits bones nice and low and sending them back towards the heels or towards the ground. And feeling how every inhale is allowing us to grow just slightly taller and slightly longer, creating a little bit more space between the vertebrae. And just breathing here. Let's take this moment to set an intention for the practice today. Anything you want to take with you, or anything you want to leave behind. And on your next inhale, sweep both arms up overhead. As we exhale, sitting the right arm down beside you, the left arm over, just stretching the left side body, left sit bone reaches back down as the right shoulder does as well. Inhale the right arm all the way up. Exhale, setting the left hand down, right hand reaches over as the right sit bone reaches back down, the left shoulder does as well. Inhale the left hand all the way up. Exhale the right hand behind the back, maybe wrap it around the lower back or just set the fingers behind you as you bring the left hand over the right knee. Inhale to lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, slight bend in the elbows here for a lightly deeper twist. Inhaling in place to grow a little taller. Exhaling, maybe twisting deeper. Inhale, both arms come up through center, gazing up. Exhaling, the left hand behind the back, maybe reaching it over. Right hand comes behind or over that left knee. Inhale to reach the crown of the head up. And exhale, slight bend in the elbows, just twisting slightly a bit deeper. Another inhale to reach the crown of the head up. Another exhale to twist just a little bit deeper. On the next inhale, reaching both arms up overhead. As we exhale, set both hands in front of you, coming up into a tabletop position. Making sure that the hands are under the shoulders, the knees are under the hips. You can keep the toes tucked or untuck them, whatever's best for you. As we inhale, we're dropping the belly, sending the sits bones high, reaching the chest forward, maybe sending the gaze slightly up. As we exhale, rolling the tailbone under, pulling the belly button in and tucking the chin towards the chest. We'll do that 2 more times. As we inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the sits bones, lifting the chest. Exhale, rounding the spine, pulling the belly in and pulling the chin towards the chest. Last time, as we inhale, we're dropping the belly, lifting the sits bones, lifting the chest, pushing the ground away. Exhale to round it all out, chin towards the chest, really creating space between the shoulder blades. As we inhale, coming up into a neutral spine. Exhale, stepping both knees close together. Allow yourself to really push the ground away from you here. As you inhale, send the right leg back, point the toes, exhale, lift it up. Making sure that we're not collapsing into the belly or into the shoulders here. Really hug everything in. Inhale to come onto the left fingertips. Exhale to let that left arm lift. Pushing the ground away from us with the right hand. Really engaging through the right glutes. We're staying here for 2. 1, as if someone is pulling the right leg behind you. As we exhale, we're rounding the spine, pulling the left elbow towards the right knee, really cat-like with the back. Inhale to extend into both. Exhale to round, pulling the left elbow into the right knee, cat-like with the back. Last time, inhale into both. Exhale, pull it all in, push the ground away from you. As we inhale, re-extend into the 2. Exhale, left hand presses back down. Turn the left foot out to bring it behind the left knee. Flex into the right foot because it's still lifted off the ground. Inhaling the right arm up. Nice. Really engaging into the right glute as you pull the right leg up a little bit higher, pressing the ground away from you. For 1. Another deep inhale. As we exhale, starting to come back into neutral, lowering the right hand down, setting the left foot behind the left knee. Keeping the left toes tucked, the right leg is still lifted. As we inhale, lift the left knee off the ground. Exhale, send it back into a 3-legged dog. Slowly as you inhale, set the right foot alongside the left. Start to paddle it out here with the feet, creating some space between in the backs of the legs and the hamstrings and the calves. Really incorporating your breath into this movement. Really pushing the ground away from you and really grounding down through the fingertips and through the base knuckles, pulling the rib cage in. 1 more breath here. And just sigh it out. As we inhale, we're rounding the spine, creating as much space, really shifting it forward into a plank. Exhale, slowly lower down with control into chaturanga, whichever variation. As you inhale, lift it up into either cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, tucking the chin in, rolling the sits bones all the way back, downward facing dog. Taking a deep inhale here through the nose and just sighing it out. Inhale to round the spine. We're starting to bend into both knees, releasing the gaze to come between the thumbs. Slowly lowering both knees onto the mat. Pressing both knees to touch. As we inhale, we press the body away from the ground. Exhale, step the left foot behind us. Inhale to lift the left foot off the ground. Exhale, coming onto the right fingertips. Inhale, lifting the right arm off the ground, pulling everything in, pressing the ground away from us with the left hand, really engaging into those base knuckles for 2 more. One more deep inhale. As we exhale, start to round the spine, left knee into the right elbow, cat leg with the spine. Inhale, re-extend. 2 more times. Exhale, round it out, left knee, right elbow. Inhale to re-extend. Last time, exhale to round it all out, really pull it in and up. Inhale to re-extend. As we exhale, we set the right hand back down. Inhale, open up that right foot to come behind the right knee. Flex into the left foot as we inhale, pulling the left arm up towards the ceiling, gazing up. Really engaging into the left glute as you start to pull the left foot or left leg higher for just 2. Making sure that you're not collapsing back with the glutes here. 1 more breath. Exhale, closing it off. Left hand lowers back down, right foot comes back into place, keeping the right toes tucked under. As we inhale, lift that right knee off the ground, and exhale, send it back into 3-legged dog. Slowly on the inhale, step the left foot alongside the right. Exhale, start to round the spine as we're starting to shift all the weight forward into a plank, releasing the gaze and the weight forward. Slowly and controlled chaturanga. Inhale, lifting it up into cobra or up dog. Exhale, the hips lead the way all the way back into downward facing. Deep inhale through the nose and just sigh it all out. Nice. Slowly on the next inhale, we're lifting the heels up off the ground, keeping the hips nice and high without shifting the weight forward. Tippy-toeing onto the top of the mat, slowly, slowly. Each step that we take, we're pressing one foot into the ground so hard that the opposite leg has nowhere to go but up. Really tiny steps. Really pulling the belly button in and up, really trying to engage our core here, taking just 2 more steps. Setting the feet down as we inhale, lifting halfway. The arms can come up to the shins if we need. Exhale, fold forward. You can bend the knees if you need to. Release the gaze. Long spine. We're coming all the way up to standing, hands overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, samastitihi, release them down to the sides. Shut off the eyes, take a deep inhale through the nose. Sigh it out. Beautiful. As you inhale, open up the eyes, bend into the knees, send the hips back, just graze the arms on the ground, lift the arms up into chair pose, Utkatasana. Slowly as you exhale, shift the weight onto the toes, lift the heels off the ground, pull the rib cage in, pull the shoulder blades together for 3, sitting a little bit lower, 2, breathing deep, 1. As you exhale, set the right heel back down, pull the left knee into chest, inhale, pivot the chest forward. Exhale, release the left leg back into warrior 3. We're taking 3 breaths here, making sure to square off the hips, left thighs gazing down at the ground. 2, shoulder blades pull together. 1 more. If we fall, we'll try again. And slowly as we exhale, bend into the right knee. Set the left toes onto the ground. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, send the right hip back, the left hip forward. Nice. Crescent lunge, breathing here. 1 more. Pulling the rib cage in. Deep inhale. As you exhale, start to extend into the right leg. The arms are reaching for the opposite corners of the room, sending the heart forward as we're slowly sending the hips back and just coming down into a pyramid. Releasing the hands to frame the right foot as we inhale to round. Head comes up first. Exhale, folding forward onto that right leg. Inhale, round, coming up. Exhale, folding onto that right leg. On the next inhale, coming up halfway. Exhale, bending into the right knee, planting the hands, releasing the right knee into the chest. Deep inhale here. As we exhale, spin that left heel down. Now you can keep the right leg lifted off the ground. You can extend it over the left leg, or you can place the right foot in front of the left leg. Whatever is more accessible to you. We're going into a side plank. So as we inhale, slowly lift the right arm up. If the right knee is gazing up towards the ceiling, you can bring the right hand towards the right knee and really try to pull that knee away from the body. Pushing the hips away from the body as well for another deep inhale. As we exhale, slowly set the right hand down, right knee into chest, tiger curl. Deep inhale and center. Exhale, spin that left heel down to the right side. The right leg is the bottom one and it's disconnected from the mat. Inhale, left hand to right knee. Spin that right knee up towards the ceiling. Exhale, the left hand down, right knee into chest. As you inhale, start to kick that right leg back as you lower the hips. Exhale, round the spine, knee into chest. 2 more times. Inhale, kick the right leg back, lower the hips, open up the heart. Exhale, round the spine, knee into chest. Last time. Inhale, kick the right leg back, lower the hips, open the chest. Set the back of the right foot down, back of the left foot down, upward facing inhale. Exhale for downward facing dog. Let's take a deep inhale through the nose and just sigh it out. Nice. As we inhale, we're starting to round the spine here, bending into both knees, releasing the gaze to be between the thumbs, slowly lowering the knees onto the mat. Untucking the toes, sitting the hips on the heels, collecting the palms into the lap, shutting off the eyes. Deep inhale through the nose, sighing it out, releasing any tension. Coming back into the breath, closing off, sealing off the lips, coming back into those intentions that we set in the beginning of the practice. Reminding ourselves why we came onto the mat today. What was the purpose for us to practice, to move our body, and to connect with our breath. Slowly as we inhale, we start to lift both arms up, gazing up. Exhale, opening up into 2 cactuses, sticking the booty out, sending the rib cage forward. Inhale to round the spine, sending both hands forward. Exhale, slowly lowering the hands onto the mat, tucking the toes under, and sending it back into downward facing dog. Deep inhale in place, and exhale to side out. As we inhale, coming onto the tips of the toes, gazing forward. Exhale, tiptoeing up to the top of the mat, slowly, starting to only lift each leg each time to just take the smallest step, really engaging the belly in here, really keeping the hips lifted off of the mat, tiny little steps. Keep pressing the ground away from you. Keep engaging it all for just 1, 2, set the heels down. Inhale to lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold forward. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center, alongside the waist for standing. As we inhale, we're bending into the knees, just grazing the hands alongside the ground, reaching them up. Exhale, sending the weight onto the toes. Hands slowly come into the heart center. Breathing here for 3. Sending the weight a little further down into the hips. 2. Long spine. 1 more breath. And slowly as you exhale, lower the left heel down. Right knee into chest. We pivot the heart forward. Inhale. Exhale, reach the right leg back. The hips are squared, the right thigh is gazing down at the ground. The hands are at heart center. Really reaching the shoulder blades down and slowly lowering the right foot behind us. Inhale, the arms up into crescent lunge for 2. Left hip back, the right hip forward. 3. Bending the left knee a little deeper, right heel reaches back. 1 more breath. As we exhale, extend into the left leg. Both hands reach back. Heart reaches forward. Slowly inhale, sending the sits bones back. We're starting to lower down into pyramid. Both hands want to frame that left foot as we inhale. We roll up to lift halfway. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, pressing the hands into the mat, left knee into chest. Slowly as we inhale, lower the right heel down. The left leg can stay lifted alongside the right leg or placing the left foot in front of the right foot. Inhale, the left hand reaches up, sending the hips away from the ground. Breathing, gazing towards that right thumb. 2. 1 more breath. As you exhale, the left hand lowers, left knee into chest for tiger curl. Inhale. Exhale, right heel to the left. Left knee is disconnected from the ground. It's the lower leg. Inhale, the right hand to the left knee. Turn it up towards the ceiling. Exhale, the right hand reaches down back into tiger curl. Inhale, sending the left leg back, lowering the hips, opening the heart. Exhale, left knee into chest. Inhale, left leg back, lowering the hips, opening the heart. Exhale, left knee into chest. Last time. Inhale, sending it back, lowering the back of the left foot, back of the right foot. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale to downward facing. As we inhale, we fill up the lungs. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, round the spine. Slowly start to bend into the knees, releasing the knees onto the mat, untucking the toes, opening the knees a little wider, big toes to touch, hips lower down towards the heels, both hands step forward, forehead onto the mat for child's pose. Deep inhale through the nose. And just sigh it out here. You're more than welcome to stay here for as long as you want. Thank you for joining me in today's practice, and I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.